What's up, people? My name's Steve Fraser. If you don't know me by my real name, you may know me by my social media channels, S30BMX. Welcome to my YouTube channel. For 2021, I decided I wanted to put myself out of my comfort zone a little bit. So that being said, I thought, why not? Let's start YouTube and see how that goes. A couple of my friends will know that I hate talking in front of cameras, so I'm sure a few of you will get a good laugh out of this. This is one of those things that I wish I'd done a long time ago. Given some of the cars that I've done, it would have been really good to get that sort of stuff on camera, document it, and realise how much amount of idiotic money we spend on cars. But we probably wouldn't have it any other way because it's the hobby that we're into and we love doing it. What I intend on bringing to my channel is what I do in my day-to-day life, what I'm doing on my car, how I'm doing it, where I'm doing it. When I'm at offset, I'm working on customers' cars, what we're fitting, how we're doing it, trying to give people advice as and where we can. Other than that, just going around, hanging out with mates and just talking general shit and documenting it for fun. That being said, today we're off out to meet Ryan from Low Motive, who's one of my good friends and shoots a lot of my content for me, see what he's up to and see where the day takes us. So the R8 is running a full airlift suspension, 3H management. The Gen 2 doesn't have bolt-on struts, so it's Gen 1 struts modified with the correct mounts to fit onto this car. The tuning store, which is one of my sponsors from down south, which is also known as Cardio Security, done the air install and fitted everything for me. We didn't have premises at the time for offset, so this is a tank that they done, which kept it as OEM as possible. I'm sure, as all you know, the Audi R8 has very little space. It's the same as the Hurricane. But pretty banging little setup we've got. Display, you can't really see, but we do have lights on in there that we can turn off like that, and then that all gets hidden up, covered up. So I'll show you back in a moment how it looks on like day to day with all the parts back in, so that it's still as usable as this sort of boot can be. So once it's all back together as it should be, that is how we look inside. We fit our fancy little whatever they think this is, the Audi R8 mobility tyre inflator malarkey. But for as much of a trunk or a boot or whatever you want to call it that you've got, it's not too bad, to be fair. There's some form to it, I suppose. Close that. Move on to the next bit. So we've got a Vorsteiner front carbon lip, which the Vorsteiner kit on these R8s absolutely finishes this off perfectly. I do apologise for how dirty it is. It's absolutely grim, but that's Scottish winters for you. I'll clean it, take it on a drive 2 minutes down the road, and that's it dirty again. Carbon Vorsteiner rear wing, which this rear spoiler is absolutely obnoxious on these cars. The aggression it gives it is insane. Mix that with the carbon fibre Vorsteiner rear diffuser and it just absolutely nails it, in my opinion. Kind of how the car should have been from factory, if you ask me. It gives it the aggression that it was missing when they first came out. Onto the wheels. These cars can swallow pretty decent sized wheels. I'm running a Forged Rotorform 3-piece HUR on this, with it's a 20x9 on the front and then a huge 21x 12.5 on the rear, which I wouldn't even say looks out of proportion. It's sort of how it should have been from factory with the staggered setup. I think we can agree it doesn't look too shabby. Then we move on to the interior. I've not done loads and loads with the interior really. Silly things, gloss black fuel caps, forged carbon steering wheel, which probably one of my best personal favourites in this car. We vinyl wrapped a load of interior parts with a forged carbon wrap just to test the water, see how I liked it, which at some point I'm going to send that to Paul at Mr. Carbon over here in the UK to get it done properly with the real stuff. Change the seat belts out for red. I've got Delta Optimus trimmers up in here. We went for the leather bolsters, Alcantara inserts, which again keep it OEM but makes it a really nice cockpit to be in. Then there's really the bits you can't see. Well, you can hear one of them, which I'll put a little sound clip in the next part along, which is Miltech Race non-res exhaust, still valved, which is great, but when it's open it's unbelievable. It's so loud, but doesn't sound over the top. This is running, so this is a V10, so originally this is 540 bhp. We're running a APR stage 1 on this, so this is running at about 640 horsepower. Still need to get it on the dyno. Eco Tune up here in Scotland, who I work with, they've just set up a new dyno and a brand new dyno cell, totally re-kitted it. So next video along, we'll definitely get the R8 in there on the dyno and make a video out of that. That'll be a good bit of fun, I'd have thought. Usual couple of K&N air filters within the standard air boxes just to give it a little bit more breathing, and then maybe we'll talk about it in another video later, but I'm getting the real urge for forced induction, whether we go down the route of a supercharger with VF or we go balls deep and get in touch with Sheepy and go down the route of twin turbo snails, take the back bumper off, the usual American style. But I don't think anyone can deny it's the best way it looks. It's absolutely incredible. But that's enough about me and my car. Back in a warm car. That's Ryan finished up with what he's shooting now, so we are gonna go grab some food because I'm starving. Then gonna head to Offset and grab Ryan some of our push lock plate holders because I got him a personalised plate for his birthday. So we're gonna stick that on his car for him quickly, get that done, pop round to see KW Customs, which are the guys that wrapped my car. I'll put their little Instagram on there so you can go check those out. Food is done, back to routine. That's Ryan pulling his car in. We're at KW Customs now, just sticking Ryan's new plates on. I need to show you this. This thing is absolutely incredible. We fitted this air suspension to Kev's i8 about a month ago, maybe just less. He's recently just finished wrapping it. It was originally white with blue. He's now wrapped it satin black. You may see a little over there, but the thing is absolutely unbelievable. So I'll show you it now, and then we'll probably take it out with Ryan, get a couple of shots of it, and I'll show you around it a little bit more. The shed, very dirty shed, and then this absolute monster thing needs some spacers on it that we're gonna sort him out pretty soon, but this looks absolutely incredible. Let's go introduce you to some of the amigos. This is Ryan and Kev. Low motive. KW Customs. Here he comes.
Hello.
Embarrass yourself. So just sticking his plates on. Get his new personalised plates on it. We'll use the push locks. I'll put in a clip just now of how we're putting the push locks on. Really easy for honeycomb grills. Just makes it 10 times easier to chuck your plate on and off real quick. Great idea that the guy came up with. And we'll report back in a bit when we're back out and about.
You can get these push locks from Offset.
South Pitch.
There's Street.
Commitment.
So can I see that's the street?
He's straight, look. And then we... Voila! Oh no. Tell you one thing, he might be good at taking photos, but driving cars isn't for him. This is Ryan's attempt at the moment of moving this. I mean, he might pull off the photos when we're done. Oh, they do look pretty good actually. So, as I was saying earlier, this is KW Customs. Owner's name is Kev. This is his BMW i8. I believe it's only the second i8 in the UK on air suspension right now. He's just kind of getting started with it. Was white, now wrapped in a satin black with some luminous yellowy additions, I would say. Looks really good. He's going to be putting wheels on it soon. I believe he might be putting a set of forged rotoform 3-piece on it, hopefully, if I get my way. starting to get pretty cold here now today, to be honest, and we're starting to lose the light as well, so we'll probably be calling that a day here. Hope this comes out great. Hope everyone has got a bit of enjoyment from what I've done. It's obviously there'll be a bit more fun to come. This was more just test the water, see how I feel with today, and go from there. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Anything else you think that I should do differently, different content you want to see, all of it helps. And we'll go from there. Peace.